G'day guys, this is Scotty Z and welcome to this week's episode of On Future, Our Natural Future. This is a weekly webinar series or podcast. I hope you enjoy. And this week I'm not doing an interview, I'm actually going to interview myself. And I wanted to talk to you today about my real philosophy and why you always see me in nature. Why every one of my videos pretty much, other than when I'm interviewing people on Skype, is always done in nature. And me being a professional adventure guide and really choosing the area of transformation as my passion, why I use nature as my tool and how nature guides and helps me. My understanding of this whole philosophy of life and being here is what I call natural spirituality. And there's this big thing at the moment around spirituality and people are really starting to connect with that and really looking at ways of being more spiritual, more green. Remember the heart chakra is the green chakra. So the green revolution is a big part of us moving into our heart chakras once again, but I'll talk about that more at a later date. But today I really want to talk about this idea of this green revolution being nature and natural spirituality. So years and years and years ago, hundreds and even thousands of years ago, all of us took our wisdom, especially our spiritual religion, spiritual wisdom from nature. So we connected very, very much with the natural world. We were in tune with the seasons. We could follow the trails. We knew where to take food. We knew when to take shelter. We knew how to really connect with the earth and live as one with the earth. And we made our deities and our spiritual practices, they came from the earth. They came from Mother Nature. That's where we got our wisdom from. And then we were the people that were really starting to thrive were the ones that united into community, and then bigger and bigger communities, into cities, into nation states, and then eventually onto to bigger and better places like colonies all over the world, like the English have done, and the French have done, and the Spanish have done, and the Portuguese have done as well, and others would say many others as well. But it was when we started to unite into these nation states that we really started to find a lot of power. And what I believe has happened in the past is we were rounded up into concentration camps, which we now call cities. And I'm not taking anything away from the concentration camps of the Second World War. I'm just using a similar word there, a similar name, in that we were concentrated as a people into these cities, and we were rounded up and we were forced into these cities, and we were controlled in these cities, and we're still being controlled in these cities. We're being disconnected from nature. And we're really, really disconnected from our spiritual self and the true reason that we're here alive on this earth. We've been led to believe that the reason to be here is to focus on material success and to create as much material gain as we possibly can. But we've really, in a lot of ways, missed the whole foundation or the whole reason that we're here at all on earth. And a lot of you know this already, and you probably even use the catchphrase that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And there's nothing more close to the truth than that we have in fact come here as spiritual beings, but we're also here to have a spiritual experience while in this physical and human body. The whole idea of us going after this material success, it's all a game. It's all a game to help us learn the lessons, to grow, to evolve into a greater being. And that is the exact reason why we're here on this earth. I don't know where my dog's gone, my brother's dog. Oh, there she is, gone for a run. I love other animals. I love learning from other animals as well. If you can be with dogs and cats, be with dogs and cats as much as you can because they teach us. And the whole focus of us being here is what I'm talking about is to really grow spiritually, is to grow as a spiritual being. So when we were rounded up in these concentration camps, we were taken away from the source of our spiritual connection. Everything is an energetic vibration of God, of the universe, of Great Spirit, whatever. And that vibration manifests itself into denser forms in this physical reality so that we can interact and we can play through this physical form that we have, that is the human physical body. The beautiful part about the experience here is it's like in outdoor education or experiential education, we create environments or create games. When I'm facilitating for teenagers or for adults, I'll create an environment or a game so that the participants can play in that game. But really, the whole purpose of the game is that there is a lesson to be learnt. Say if I'm working with teen groups, the lesson might be leadership skills or self-confidence or problem solving or a variety of different experiences. or different lessons that can come from that game or that experience that I've created. And it's an orchestrated game. As much as there is free flow and creativity that's happening in it, there's rules and there's boundaries, and it's an orchestrated game for people to learn and to process and to grow. That's what we do in experiential education, which I'm a big proponent of, and that's what I use and teach every day. So the whole idea of us coming into this physical reality is that it's created as an experience for us to grow and learn. It's the game, but the lesson is more important than the game. The lesson is why we're really here, and it's a spiritual lesson. It's about us growing and connecting with our true selves, with that divine essence, that divine spirit within us. It's about us moving through this game, this experience, and evolving to a higher state of understanding, a higher state of being, and to the ultimate destination, which is God's love, or the great spirit, the love. Love is what is the most important thing. Natural spirituality is what my philosophy of life, after spending many, many years traveling through nature and working as an adventure guide and working with traditional people all over the world, the Aboriginal people here in Australia, the Hawaiians, the Thai, lately the Balinese, the Native Americans, the Japanese, and studying every religion that I could, is we look to nature for our wisdom, our guidance. And it wasn't until we were rounded up and put into those cities, into those nation states, and religion was used to unite us, one faith, one belief, to bring us together into that nation state. That's why we still have the wars of Christians versus Muslims, or Muslims versus Jews, or this versus that, or whatever it is. There's still this dominant force of religion that can be used to unite and separate us. And I'm not saying that this is a bad thing or that we should never have been done. It was what happened at the time, and it's brought us to where we are now, and we're in a good place. We're in a great place, and we're learning and growing, which is an exciting thing. But the whole purpose of now in this green revolution is to get back to green, back to nature, because nature holds all the wisdom that we need. Nature holds all the keys and all the answers to our health, to our forward movement into the future of society, of the way that we treat people, of the way that we live. Our technologies, we're looking at nanotech, and all of these things are coming from nature. Our medicine is coming from nature. Even the pill popping stuff from the pharmaceuticals, they're taking things out of nature and they're recreating them to give them to us. Nature holds the key, that holds the wisdom to our success, to our future, and everything that we need. But remember, the biggest part of being here is our spiritual growth. The reason we're here is to experience that love. You could use words like happiness or bliss or whatever it is, to be the greatest that we can be. That is the reason we're here and on this spiritual journey. Nature holds the key to all of that. And again, that is why I spend my life in nature. That's why I'm always in nature. And that's why I like taking people into nature as well, creating the experience for you to see deeper into who you are. And you don't need me there necessarily. I'm great at holding a space and creating a space for you to learn and grow. But just go out into nature, sit in nature, be by trees, look at the green, yeah? Go out onto the ocean, go out onto the rivers, go up the mountains, go wherever you can to be in close connection with nature as you can, in that light vibration, that pure, energetic vibration. It's a beautiful space to be. But that's my belief of natural spirituality. For a long time, I've studied spirituality and I looked at it as like, airy-fairy, crystals, meditation, which crystals are great. My mum's a crystal healer, by the way. Love you, Mum. Meditation's beautiful. I sat this morning and I love doing it as much as I can. But it's so much more than that, Last night I sat down, I just arrived on the Gold Coast with my brother, and I had a couple of beers. And there's a lot of people that shake their head and go, well, that's not very spiritual. Why not? My brother's a tradie. I'll go sit down and have a beer with him, sit with his flatmate, have a beer, have a chat, go to a party, swear and burp and fart like any bloke does. It's okay. It's not this voodoo bloody spirituality that a lot of people have got caught up in. Spirituality is natural. Spirituality is the most natural thing in the entire world. And for us now in this day and age, we can open to that spirituality and we can be fully aware that all of this and this whole experience is a game for us to learn and grow as spiritual beings. And it's okay, no matter what. If you're this or that or whatever it is that you are or you do or you believe, you are still a spiritual being. You're still having this amazing experience with all of us. Hello, dog, you come back. That's a good thing. All right, anyway, I just wanted to share that. That is my belief of natural spirituality, why we're here in the first place. And get out into nature. please get out into nature. And if you want to hear more of this, I'm going to be talking a lot more about natural spirituality. I'm going to be connecting with a lot more people. I do have, luckily, an amazing community. Hey, Layla. An amazing community around the world of beautiful people. Hello. This is my brother's dog, a border collie. Hello, beautiful. Around the world that I want to connect you more with too. I'll be doing a lot more interviews with amazing people focused on our natural future, spirituality, sustainability. I'll be heading back to the Green School in 2 weeks. Look out, Bali, here I come. So I'll definitely be taking on some cool adventures through the Green School too, and some more youth programs coming up, so keep an eye out for them. But otherwise, if you'd like, subscribe. If you're on the homepage, get to scottyz.com, SCOTTYZE.com, and you can jump on the mailing list there. That'd be great. And please, as always, leave a comment and let me know what you think. We're in this together. This is not a one-sided conversation. This is about us communicating, and it's important that we do that both ways. So leave a comment. That'd be great. All right, this is Scotty Z. See you soon. Have fun, and keep loving who you are and trusting yourself, because nature knows the way. Love you. Cheers. Bye.